Alright, and we are live once again. Hello everyone. Good to see you. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. It's been a little chaotic in the Bitcoin scene, and we'll get to it right now. So, first of all, as my laptop takes up my time, la-da-da. Come on, laptop, you can do it. There we go. Alright, so we all know the price of Bitcoin, and we'll talk about that in just a second. First of all, we're going to talk about free bitco. Still going strong. As you can see, the Bitcoin is building up even faster because it actually scales with the rate of Bitcoin and the price, which is good, which means that my income hasn't changed, and I want to thank everybody again for being my referrals. We're definitely earning more than one sot a day at this point, with no sign of it stopping. Seems like the page is a little glitchy. One second. It looks like it doesn't want to show it right now, but that is fine. And then all our referrals. Thanks again. We're at 75 referrals, making a decent amount per day, and doing our thing. So, let's see. Hey, Kamar. Can become hit 5,000. We'll see if it hits 5,000. I think it would take a little bit of a bounce for that to happen right now. So we're going to go to my last video real quick. And we're going to pick a winner from the randomized contest. My channel. There we go. Okay, get that URL. Should have done this before the video, but whatever's. There we go. Alright, so this is for the $20 giveaway from last week's video. Looks like we have 3 people that commented, so good luck to all of you. Here we go. Oh, wow. Cool. Let's see. I'm starting to wonder if my previous video... Well, if I find out that I'm checking the same video that I did, I'll just pick a new winner, and I'll just make that public. So, anyway, the last winner got their Bitcoin that they wanted, so that was good. Sorry, I've been working a lot of hours recently, so my voice is a little sore. Alright, so let's go straight to the stories, and then we'll talk about the price of Bitcoin in just a second. Bitcoin is on track to do something it hasn't done in 4 years. Bitcoin is breaking all sorts of records at the moment, most of them unwanted. In a few days it will equal a milestone. Not matched in 4 years. Not since October of 2014 has the price of Bitcoin, up about 1.56%, seen four consecutive monthly declines, and a negative close for the month of November, which now seems a foregone conclusion, would match this feat having fallen every month since August, according to the Dow Jones market data. Just how remarkable is that record? On October 31st, 2014, the prior 4th-month losing streak ended. You could pick up a single Bitcoin for $336. After opening in November above 6,500, Bitcoin is down more than 40%, and since the 4-month break began on August 1st, the value of the world's most famous digital currency has more than halved. During the 4-month period, a number of prominent investors have called their shot at picking the bottom. I think we put in a low yesterday, said Michael Novogratz in a tweet dated September 13th, when a Bitcoin set you back just over 6,000. That's a tweet from a little bit a while ago. On September 30th, a survey conducted by Fundstrat Global Advisors found that 44% of investors believed that Bitcoin had bottomed. And an October 4th research note, Fundstrat said 54% of attendees at a private dinner with institutional investors said that the worst was over for cryptocurrencies. Now, as the bottom pickers are getting eaten up, the detractors are louder than ever, promoting their narrative that crypto industry is nothing but a con job. This has been an obvious scam that peaked in the period between the end of December 2017 and early January 2018, and has since collapsed. It was so obvious that even I could see it, wrote financial analyst Wolf Richter in a recent note. In Monday trading, a single Bitcoin was fetching $3,800, down 6.8% on the day. Okay? Are institutional investors accumulating Bitcoin while retailers panic? Over the past month, the cryptocurrency market has experienced one of its worst sell-offs in all of 2018 as the price of Bitcoin dropped 35%. Jake Chervinsky, a government enforcement defense and securities litigation attorney at Cobre and Kim, suggested that while retail traders or individual investors are selling in the cryptocurrency exchange market, institutional investors are accumulating. He wrote, "Investors with Bitcoin trading under 4,000 retail, should I sell and buy back lower? Should I open a short? Should I just give up? Is it going to zero? What is the whole crypto thing a scam after all? Institutions, please keep selling us cheap Bitcoin, thank you." Are institutions really buying? The statement of Chervinsky led to a series of debates within the cryptocurrency community, mostly triggered by skeptics who have questioned the involvement of institutional investors in the market given the lack of momentum of major digital assets. If institutional investors have been accumulating Bitcoin over the past month, then the price of BTC should have increased rather than plummet by more than 35%. Chervinsky explained that professional traders and institutional investors are highly cautious in accumulating new assets and often invest in a way that has minimal impact on the short-term price trend of the asset or the currency. The problem, however, is concluding that because institutional investors are buying, the price will immediately go up. Professional traders are experts at accumulating assets without affecting the market, said Chervinsky, adding that institutions do not take naked long positions on speculative assets like Bitcoin. None of the investors and traders I've worked with take naked long positions on speculative assets. When they buy spot, they simultaneously hedge in other markets to reduce risk. Hope has nothing to do with it. Institutional investors tend to invest in speculative assets through the over-the-counter market. In the case of Bitcoin, due to its lack of liquidity, institutional investors have to rely on trusted custodians like Coinbase, Custody, and Fidelity Digital Assets to purchase or sell large sums of BTC. Over-the-counter market operators and custodial solution providers are not obliged to share their trading volumes, and as a result, data held by over-the-counter exchanges is rarely released to the public. Because the lack of information offered by over-the-counter offered by over-the-counter exchanges, it is difficult to back up claims that institutions are accumulating BTC to a large extent. But as Chervinsky said, there are clues investors can consider to assume that institutional investors are investing in the asset class. Grayscale Investment reporting high inflows and university endowments like Yale taking positions could slightly signify a growing demand for Bitcoin from the traditional finance sector. Hi guys, I see you chatting to me. Yeah, hopefully the price goes up. We'll see what happens though. Uncertainties. It remains unclear whether institutions are merely interested in cryptocurrencies or are actively accumulating Bitcoin as a long-term investment. Currently, the demand for Coinbase custody, Bakkt, and Fidelity digital assets is one of the limited ways to justify institutional demand for crypto, and recently, Bakkt confirmed that the demand is growing rapidly. Apart from that, it is difficult to quantitatively prove that institutional demand for crypto is in fact strong and that institutional investors are accumulating Bitcoin. There we go. Well, here's what I think. This is my opinion, but you know, we have two people bickering over Bitcoin Cash, and one of them claims to be Satoshi Nakamoto, and they're both kind of loud and just taking up space in the room. That has made a lot of doubt for just the people who believe in Bitcoin, who really believe in it. It creates a lot of doubt for them, and so that is one of the things that have broken through all the hodlers, or the hold on for dear lifers. A few months ago, they were holding the price at 6,000, and on top of that, you have all this increased FUD coming from just the news. So it's not surprising that some of the whales or some of the people who've just been holding desperately onto it are finally giving it up because there's just so much bad news. The problem is that it feeds into, basically, it's making a self-fulfilling prophecy, and it's just like many other things. Wall Street wants this to happen, so now you bet they're buying Bitcoin at $3,000. You bet they're doing that. I mean, I know I am. At this point, it's easy to pick up 10% of one and just ride with it. But this is why I'm very careful at what I shill. For example, I'm no longer advocating for dang, I'm forgetting the name of someone. Bitbon. I'm no longer advocating for Bitbon because unfortunately I found that some people have put in their Bitcoin and lost half of it due to people just literally running away, and the supposed services they have to go get it back don't really work. So that's a problem. So and that, and the fact that the auto invest loans kind of go instantly, that's kind of an issue. So I no longer advocate that. I do advocate free Bitcoin, and the reason why I advocate free Bitcoin simply is that through this entire downturn, it's been my hedge. I don't keep all of my Bitcoin in it, but the Bitcoin I do have in there has literally just been keeping me at about the same level. I invest. I have a pretty decent job, and I invest every check into it. But at the same time, like, my levels just kind of remain level because I'm making over $1 a day, like, in just my Bitcoin. And a lot of people don't even know about it, and it just kind of sucks. But if you know what you're doing with Bitcoin, you won't lose that much, and it's not a big deal. If you don't bet your shirt, if you don't put all of your eggs in one basket, it can be pretty nice to you. I mean, I'm earning more than I would if I were saving with a bank. Even with this downturn, even if it hits 1,000, I will be fine. As long as I'm getting interest on my Bitcoin. Speaking of, let's choose our randomized winners for my downline. So congratulations, this one's going to be number 27, and 14. 27 and 14, so that's going to be 27. Let's do 14 since it's right here. 14 is going to be 1 NQD, and 27 is going to be 17B622. So anyway, guys, I don't have too much news today. The price is low. I'm scooping it up as fast as I can, within reason. And if the price gets lower, I'll keep scooping up more and more and more because it adds to my income, and I'm super excited. I didn't bet my house. I feel bad for the people who sold their house, and they're probably underwater right now, unless they sold at the top, which I hope they did. I wish the best for everyone. Just be smart, and just crypto's a revolution, and it's pretty cool. So I hope to see you guys next time. Comment and like, subscribe. I also have a Steemit page. Visit me on Steemit. Like and subscribe. Have a nice day, guys. See you next time.